Hey, the figure that you see here showed up on camera today at 9:47 a.m. Monday, April 10th, 2023. And I took a screenshot and zoomed in. This is a hooded figure. You can see a cloaked figure. Now, this was captured on the Genie camera. This was first, and then the next, less than a minute later, this figure was at the door. To the left of this figure is the back door. And we are not home. The Nissan's not there. The Nissan would be right there. And it's not. The Nissan's not there. We would be parked right here. Right in this area. And we're not. So whatever this figure is a dark, hooded, almost, and you can see two horns, like the hairs in the shape of horns. Now, it almost feels like somehow connected to me. If you can figure out what type of figure this is, let me know. We were not home. Now, who knows? Maybe someone was messing around. I don't know. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. But I just know that for 1 minute, they appeared here. And you can even see the whatever that is. It looks like a classic, almost like a classic vampire cloak. You can see it, you can see that it goes like this. You can see the cloak goes up, does like that, and then around, just like a hooded cloak of a vampire or something, I don't know. Or some sort of, maybe it goes around like that. But it looks to me like there's a point. And then a dark face. There were these two buzzards that are always coming around too, but my daddy was running those buzzards off this morning before we took him to the doctor. But I don't know. I had a vision, a dream, if you will, the night of, let's see, Thursday night? Yeah, I had a dream or vision Thursday. And this hooded cloaked figure that looked similar to this asked me, he was like asking me, he's like, well, you needed money, you need money. And he said, here's, and he offered a certain amount. I'm not going to say what he offered, but he offered a certain amount. And I said, I can't, I mean, I would love it. I would love that. But as I said, what's the consequence? I said, what am I giving up for this? And that figure said, don't worry about it. He said, oh, don't worry about it. And I was like, there's even a face in there. But it was like, he said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was thinking, don't worry about it. I mean, you literally just said that I had to give something up for it. And the figure told me, this was on Thursday night in the dream/vision, he said, just to not worry about it. Do you want the money or not? And this was before I found out about the truck and before I found out all this was going on. Just everything hitting us at once, like just a ton of bricks. And it said, Do you want the money or not? And I told the figure, I don't agree to anything without knowing what the contract is, what the parameters are, what are the provisions basically, what do I have? Something's bound to be given up for me. And he said, do you want it or not? And he said he would be back. And Rosie just went crazy behind me. She woke up. I guess she didn't like the story, but anyway, yeah, he said to me, "Oh, you're gonna need it." And I said, "What's it for?" And he said, "You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it." He said, "You're gonna regret it." And he said that I'd be back. He said, "You'll be back." He said he'd be back as well. That I would, but I don't trust something like that. And he said, "Okay then." He said, "Okay." And he told me what he said. He just walked off, or he just didn't walk off. He backed away. He just faded away. And then I came back to my body and woke up on the couch. He told me that he would, the figure told me that you'll need it. You'll regret it. You'll need it. Then he came back a couple days later showing me something, and it was just, and now this happened. This figure. I mean, look at the shape. Look at the two. The horns there, and the look, the whole thing, the cloaked figure. Just look at the whole thing. It's just, and that looks like someone looking down at it's so, looks like someone looking down. This is before, let's see, what time was that? 9:47, 15 seconds, and at 9:48 and 17 seconds. So 1 minute and 2 seconds. He goes from there, and the next frame he's there. 1 minute and 2 seconds later. And I've seen a lot of 1111s today, 222s. But what do you think this figure meant? And then this right here appeared. That could have been a Carpenter B. I don't know. I don't know.